2 troops were killed in action, chat. It's a goddamn tragedy. It is a goddamn tragedy. Dark Maze and Omega Forged. Both biting the bullet on this one. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But we're on to phase 2, chat. The second phase of this cleanup operation will take place in and around the nuclear warhead storage building. Make your way into the building and eliminate any hostiles. Dr. Hal Emmerich has left top secret data on a new weapon system in the lab on basement level 2. Collect the data and destroy the servers. Once complete, continue north toward the communications tower and foundry. Use caution in this area as it appears the terrorists are aware that they have been infiltrated and are on alert. So apparently Snake had his first alert phase somewhere in this part of the facility. So that means Perfect Foxhound Run is scuffed. Perfect Foxhound Run is scuffed. And that's our exit point. All right. Wear the lead jockstrap. Yeah, that's probably the smart thing. That's probably the smart thing. Alright, so once again, we got the ramp leading into the nuclear warhead storage building. We got the storage building itself. Obviously, this is representative of the elevators. So we got the elevator that leads to the lab level. We got the elevator that leads to the office level. And then, of course, the office itself. If you know, you know. And then the secret back way out of said office that leads into the caves. Again, another lovingly crafted map. Bring thermite. I mean, yeah, we should definitely bring thermite this time around, because I was hurting for it last time. There was a couple of times, like especially when all those dudes were coming around the corner, that would have been a perfect opportunity to just drop a thermite and let it burn them all. I mean, you can even see we got the busted tank. So Snake has already had his first showdown with Vulcan Raven here. I'm just saying. All of this, well, not all of this, a lot of this stuff is custom assets. Like, somebody went to a shitload of trouble for this operation pack, and I absolutely appreciate it. As a Metal Gear fan, I absolutely appreciate all the trouble that whoever made this went through. Heavy armor and shotgun. I mean, it couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. We got a lot of corridors, a lot of close quarters. So yeah, maybe some close range and heavy armor wouldn't be the worst idea. Let's see. Sevex has already got a shotgun.
Throw more men at it.
I'm actually okay with bringing Black Hydra with a grenade launcher, but I feel like that's going to end badly for everybody involved. So instead, we'll give Black Hydra a shotgun and some heavier armor. You get the hollow sight. You get a hollow sight. Everyone gets a hollow sight. And everyone is also getting frags, smoke, and incendiaries. So that way, no matter what situation we find ourselves in, everybody should have the equipment they need for any given situation. Let me see. You get some incendiaries, some smokes. Smokes and incendiaries. We want frag grenades. I mean, I'm definitely gonna bring either some door charges or some wall charges as well, but I want to get everybody on the same page as far as the default equipment that they're using, and then we'll consider what else we're gonna take. So I know some of you are screaming, but I want bolt cutters, I want door charges, I want satchel charges. I get it. I get it. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Alright. Now that everybody's on the same page, if you told me this was an official collaboration, I'd believe it. I mean, it kind of seems like it. Again, there's a lot of work put into this. Alright, so C-Vex has got his Saiga. We'll let him be a point man. We'll use Black Hydra as a point man as well. I'm thinking we do the same thing as before, have 3 4-man elements. We'll have Wasteland with a Spaz 12 as well. I'm going to take you out of the 6B4 and put you in the 6B3 just because with the 6B4 you are ungodly slow and we have got a lot we have a lot of ground to cover. So I don't really want anybody in the 6B4 if we can avoid it because goddamn does it slow you down. Everyone should get 4 grenades and 2 satchel charges. I mean, I would. Except, it takes away 2 pips of mobility when I give somebody satchel charges. Got some pizza, gonna go eat and contemplate how to fix ceiling drywall. Alright, ladder stalls. Well, thanks for hanging out with us all the same. Hopefully you had a good charge. Hopefully you had a good time. And we will catch you on the next stream. As I was speaking, I was reading Shinigami's comment, and Satchel Charge just kind of made its way into my brain. As it does. I mean, I tell you what, chat. We don't need to bring Satchel Charges. You know why? Because I have the thermobaric grenade launcher, which we've already learned the hard way, or the easy way, can blow holes in walls. So technically, we have unlimited satchel charges, if we want them. Rip and piss, ceiling drywall is fucking dog shit. This is true. Very true. I mean, I feel like we have to have the Hind strike and not the artillery strike, though, because Metal Gear. Let me see. I'll do incendiary grenades and smoke grenades. See, then that way we can keep everybody's mobility, because all we gotta do is just have everybody move back, and I could put a grenade on a wall and immediately blow a hole through it. Now we're thinking with portals, chat.
Where do you want us?
Alright, so we got our 3 shotgun guys in the front.
Copy.
Let's see. No carrion. I think you're good with what you got. Vergant. I'm gonna take the crank off of you, and we will give you an SMG instead, because we're gonna be in a lot of close quarters, and an SMG is gonna be great in close quarters. I'll do the same thing with Kailania. Actually, you know what? The SMG and the short barrel AUG have very similar statistics, so I think I'm gonna go with the short barrel AUG instead of SMGs. So we'll do that. Let's see. For Max, I mean, maybe we could go with another shotgun. The Krink is an SMG in what we would consider an SMG, but in game terms, it counts it as an assault rifle. It's not counted as an SMG. Whereas the ergonomics on the Steyr, the mobility, the maneuverability, and reload speed are on par, if not better, than the SMG, the Klin. When you compare that to the Krink, oh no, I guess they're the same. Maybe it's when I had the suppressor on it that it had the worst maneuverability that I was thinking of. I mean, fuck it. No, I don't. I want the suppressor. I want the Cobra. Russians consider it an SMG, but NATO considers the carbine / PDW. Yeah, I mean, it's a rifle with a rifle caliber cartridge. It's just been shortened to roughly the size of a typical PDW or SMG. Like, the only thing about it that makes it an SMG is its size. Literally everything else about it is a rifle because it's literally just a chopped down rifle. In fact, I think the description says something along those lines. Yeah, the Soviet Union invented the concept to hold my beer long before it became a meme. They reasoned that they could create a rifle-caliber PDW for their vehicle and aircraft crews by simply cutting the barrel and stock off an assault rifle. Results and eyebrow survival rates have varied. I mean, I'm just saying. All they did was take an AK-74, chop off the barrel, chop off the stock, and call it an SMG. Yeah, I mean, categorizing guns is kind of stupid anyway. Because in most cases, every gun is designed with a purpose in mind. Now, don't get me wrong, some people just design guns because they're idiots and they want to do dumb shit. But most guns are designed with a specific purpose in mind. But it's okay. I don't mind us taking
We will serve.
the crink. It is fine. It is thematic. Also, it is, as Erst would put it, Kino. I consider it an Art Deco SMG / assault rifle / PDW / whatever the fuck they're calling it now. Alright, let's see. Got that. Everybody gets the Cobra. You can't just throw shade at Caltech like that. Oh, I can, and I did. Static wanted the AUG, so I'm okay with keeping him with the AUG. Brewster also wanted the AUG. Obviously, Travis wants the bitch. We got Wasteland with the shotgun. We got Dragon Nonsense with the shotgun. I think these are okay loadouts for what we're doing here.
When in doubt,
So,
where do you want us, sir?
let's get everybody
We're
in
ready
here.
to go, sir. Where do you want us, sir?
Affirmative. Roger.
Oh, shit. Alright.
We'll be in and out like lightning.
Well, Dragon Nonsense is getting left behind because I don't have enough deploy spots for him. Because I have to bring myself, otherwise we don't have the grenades that we need to blow open doors and everything. Yeah, I'm bringing the thermobaric grenade launcher on myself, Crappy. 1, so we have grenades, and 2, so we can blow up doors. Also, there are mines, apparently. I'm just noticing. Alright, here we go, chat. Here we go.
What are your orders?
This is phase 2 of the operation. I'm just gonna run right past the mines. And let's see if we set any of them off. CVEX, let's see how
Sir,
fast
yes,
you move.
sir.
Okay, got it. I don't know why there's not a sound when the stuff explodes. It's kind of weird. But I'm just gonna run past all of these mines with one person so that it triggers them and sets them all off, and then that way I can have the rest of the team run past and not have to worry about it. We're doing a little bit of micromanaging here.
Where do you want us, sir?
Oh, I heard an explosion.
Present and accounted for, sir.
Unless that's an explosion coming from somewhere else. That's literally all real life mine. Out in Minta mine that explodes when you step on it personally. I mean, yeah. I guess technically the Claymore is not that kind of a mine because that's not how it was designed, but I don't know if the Claymore technically counts as a landmine or if it's more of just a remote triggered explosive.
We'll be in and out like lightning.
Like I'm not sure what the according to West Point definition of a mine actually is. Like is a mine something that is only triggered automatically without human input? Or can a mine be something like a Claymore where you have to actually either trigger it manually or you have to have some exterior trigger as opposed to a mine like the traditional landmine where you just bury it and somebody steps on it and it blows up. I'm unclear. Remote ordnance? Maybe that's all it is. Like, as long as something is remote ordnance, that counts as a mine. I'm a little fuzzy on the specifics. I'm not gonna lie. We got a lot of people to move, Chad. We got a lot of people to move. And we got a lot of ground to cover. So, it's gonna take a minute. I apologize in advance. But it is gonna take a minute. Wait, what? The fuck? No. Whatever that is, I don't want you to do that. I don't know why that popped up, but I don't want you to do whatever that is. I'm trying something a little bit different here. I'm trying something a little bit different. Like, instead of having to do one person and then, like, I'm trying to, like, let's give me the person that I'm trying to select, for fuck's sake. Like, do all of them at the same time? Like, 2 chicks at the same time? And then that way, I don't have to keep scrolling the camera back and forth. Now.
When in doubt, throw more men at it.
Everybody run.
It is my duty to serve.
Everybody run. I wish there were hotkeys for this.
Lift, right,
If there are
left,
hotkeys for this, I don't know what they are.
lift, right, left. We're ready to go, sir.
Something is exploding. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that.
We'll go.
On standby.
And Alfarius or not says, is that a Krieg portrait? It is indeed a Krieg portrait. Your eyes do not deceive you. Alright. It's time to make entrance into the nuclear warhead storage building, Chad.
It is my duty to serve. Looks like everything's in order, sir.
Now, obviously, we can go through this way, but I see an entrance here and here that could potentially give us some alternate points of entry. So I'm going to send one shotgun in here. Who else has got a shotgun? Damn it, where are all my shotguns? There we go. Wasteland, you can take this side. And then, who had my other shotgun? Yeah. Is that it? I could swear I had 3 shotguns. Did I not? Where's Black Hydra? I thought I gave Black Hydra a shotgun too. Yeah? No, really. Did I leave him behind? What? Chad, I'm confused. Where are you, Black Hydra? Oh, you're literally standing on top of somebody else. That's why I can't find you. And Crappy gifted a sub to Fairy Wizard. Thank you, Crappy Sniper, for gifting the sub. And Urs, not to be outdone, gifting a sub as well to Alfarius or not. Thank you both, gentlemen, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken. And of course, Fairy Wizard and Alfarius or not, welcome into the cult of bad tactical decisions, where there's only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. We hope you enjoy your stay. The fact that there's a mod to that still is something that amazes me. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Mine that farts. Alright, I need you to, like, no, damn it. There we go. Black Hydra, move off of the top of that person, please. And then, let's see. I think we send Black Hydra this way because this looks like a dead end. And Dark Maze gifting 2 subs this time to what? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to process this. Sanzarakai or Sanzarakai. I don't There's so many ways to pronounce that I'm not sure the right way to say it. But either way, Sanzara, that's what I'll say. Welcome to the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions. And Darknays gifting a sub as well to Arturgus. So welcome as well, Arturgus, to the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions. See, you say Sanzarakai, and like, I know you're saying it that way, but you put the C in there, and it's throwing me off, because then I'm like... Look, words are hard, okay? Words are hard. I only speak two languages, English and bad English. The C is silent. Your mother is silent, Wasteland. Anyway. But welcome, everybody, into the Cult of Bad Tactical Decisions. We're always glad to have you. Always glad to have new converts into the cult. And of course, thank you, everybody, for the insane generosity, as always. You do not have to do that. And in fact, you seem to do it out of spite. But thank you all the same. I do not deserve that kind of support, but as always, I will do my best to earn it. English and bad English. It's a reference to Bruce Willis in The Fifth Element. Alvarez. It's a line that he says early in the movie. Alright, let's go ahead and get our people in here. And we're gonna get our shotgun boys up here real quick. Could you please just do what I ask you to do? If that would be okay, that would be awesome. Who's got the longest range weapon? I mean, I guess technically Travis does with that combo sight on the bitch. So I'm gonna put Travis right here, face it out that window. In the meantime, I want a couple of other guns. So let's grab a couple of our Crink boys and send them over here along the right flank. Let's see, I'll grab a couple more of our Crink boys and have them take the left flank. Get in the vent. Get in the vent, you doofus. And I want you in the vent as well. Everybody in the vent. We're gonna do this like Solid Snake, and we're gonna sneak around. All sneaky snake-like. Is there a mod list you use? Yes and no. You can do exclamation DK2 to get a list of the mods that I used to build the mod pack that I'm currently using. There is some custom content in this mod pack. However, I did base it on some other people's work, and since I don't have their permission to reuse their assets, I'm not going to distribute the custom mod pack because obviously I don't have their permission for that. So this is a personal mod pack, but I have used IOV, British Armed Forces, Fallschirmjäger, and I think at least one other mod to create the mod pack. So again, I've said before, Door Kickers 2 is an extremely moddable game and a very easy game to mod because it's so well documented. So if you're curious, you can definitely look into how to mod the game yourself. I learned a lot. I learned how to do all of the stuff that I needed to do in order to make the mod list for this game in a couple of weeks. Now, to be fair, I already have a lot of experience modding all sorts of different games, so my brain was kind of already in that headspace. But if you have any experience doing mods yourself, it's pretty easy. It's not even Lua, Sanzara. It's a lot of like XML files and PNG files. Like almost everything in the game is XML based. So like if you have just a basic text editor like Notepad++, you can modify pretty much everything in the game. Up to and including like core ways that the engine functions. Like it's an extremely moddable game. And what I mean when I say it's well documented is the developers have gone out of their way to put a lot of notes inside the XML files themselves to explain like what the functions are, what they do, how the different statistics for each weapon and stuff function and what they're for, so that you can have a good understanding and start to create stuff from scratch or modify the existing stuff and actually know what you're doing instead of having to do a bunch of trial and error. It's probably one of the best documented games I have ever seen. And I mean that as a compliment, absolutely. Alright, let's see. Grab a couple more people. Because we could go through this, but we're not. I'm not. I have no intention whatsoever of going through here. Because that's a death trap. Alright, here we go. Wasteland, I want you crossing. Oh my god. Chet, I don't know if you just saw that, but they're getting some thermite.
Watch out! Get over there.
That was 5 whole dudes. No, I need you to keep moving so you don't get shot. And as a matter of fact, just go ahead and give him the frag grenade.
Reporting for duty, sir.
And while we're at it, let's go ahead and get
What do you
around
orders?
Oh my good Lord Jesus, there are so many. Chat, there are so many. Holy crap. Ah, dicks. Hold up, my man's is getting shot. Back up, back up.
Look out! Wait.
Holy crap. This entire room was, in fact, a death trap. I think what we need to do is I need my boys to be on stop to fire, and I need to go back to everybody match speed. That was actually crazy. Let's see, who's okay. Static, you've got yourself a AUG. So we'll get Black Hydra out of here, and I want you to just move up, and we're gonna peek this very carefully. There we go. There we go. Let the girl eat. Let that AUG eat.
What are your orders?
Okay. We're gonna do the same thing here. You got the crink. I want you watching that area. We're gonna peek these holes. We're gonna hold these
President
angles.
accounted for, sir.
And then let's get Wasteland back around up the top here. Outstanding. We're just holding angles here. We're just holding angles. That's all we're doing. It's like a match of Rainbow Six Siege. Let me see. I want a smoke grenade here.
Use the frags.
Okay, nobody's freaking out, so double time
Where
it.
do you want us, sir?
And then I want you stop to fire and match speed, and then let's go ahead and we're gonna get ourselves out of here and see what angles we can hold. Okay, everything looking good. So Wasteland, fall back. We'll get into this vent system. And I want you watching that. In the meantime, we'll grab this angle here and we could start to move beyond where we're at. Okay, so we're gonna very carefully, very slowly. Okay, let's get Travis up to the window, which I don't particularly like doing, but I want to make sure that we've got decent visual coverage here. Alright, I think we're good to jump through. So Static, you're first, and then one of our shotgun boys. Alright, outstanding. That could have been a disaster, but it went pretty well, all things considered. No, I need you to go, there we go, through there. fucking called that I would break stealth first. I mean, it's kind of in your repertoire, Wasteland. Are they a valid? No. There are no Z levels in Door Kickers 2. The stairs are just there for decoration. Although in some maps, people will use them as like a spawn point for reinforcements, but there are no reinforcements on this map. Alright, I think we can go ahead and jump through here, and we'll start moving our people up to the air quotes elevator. Since it's not technically an elevator, it's just a hallway. Hey look, I need you to actually jump through there if it's not too much trouble. Okay, Wasteland, you're up first. Don't die. Okay, he did not in fact die, that's a good thing.
Present and accounted for, sir.
I am aware, thank you. I know you're excited. We're all excited, buddy. It's okay. I feel like I should be doing this with a smaller team, though, to be honest with you. Because it's taken so long to move everybody. I'm like, we really should be doing this with a smaller team. But then I also feel like if we were doing it with a smaller team, we probably would have died already. Yeah, no, it's, in this case, no, they just mostly put in the stairs as a tribute. I mean, this whole thing is an operational tribute to the first Metal Gear Solid game. So he kind of put the stairs wherever there were stairs in the original game. It's just they don't actually go anywhere. Let's see, we could potentially get up here. Where's one of my shotgun guys? Besides Wasteland, of course. Shotgun? Oh, wait, we got one. Give me a shotgun. Let's go ahead and get in here. And we're gonna head up this way. And I'm gonna have you head up this way as well. And I'm gonna see if we can split the team here and try to take this objective and this objective at the same time. So first and foremost, let's get Wasteland and the rest of his element in this direction. We'll send Travis as well. We'll send Brewster as well, and then we'll send the other guys up this way. Okay, there we go. Oh, I gotta move myself as well. Hold on a second. I haven't really had a chance to blow anything up yet, and it's kind of disappointing. So, believe it or not, Sanzara, I did this on Iron Man with just one person, but I had to restart it a bunch of times. So it is possible to do it with one person, but they have to have really good stats. Because these guys are like SSI level enemies. And just as an example, there were 55 on the last operation, or the last mission in this operation. So there's a lot of them.
Use the frags!
Look out!
Present and accounted for, sir.
Okay, let's go ahead and get over. And then, just to make sure, let's go ahead and get a frag back there.
Strike hard.
Take cover!
And then let's get my mans up here as well. And I don't like that you aren't dead, so I'm gonna give you some incendiary as well. Enjoy, butthole! Alright, cool. Okay, we'll round the corner first. So far, so good. Continue to push forward. We'll bring in the rest of the elements. And then it's time to start moving up the rest of the... Well, I gotta wait for this to burn out. Okay, now we can go ahead and move up this other set of guys. Actually, no. Here's what we'll do. I'm going in this way. How far down does it go? Oh, it only goes down here. Okay, that's not actually where I'm trying to go with this element. So we're just gonna have to move forward. It's all good. It's all good. Thermobaric grenade launcher bunker clearing is only ever gonna go either really well or really bad. I agree. Okay, we got both of our elements in position. We still got our grenade launcher back here. Don't really have a need to use it yet, but we could. I'll tell you what. I'm going to send the grenade launcher down here because we got a lot of walls that we can blow through to make our lives easier. Over here, we have a lot of windows, so... Alright, let's do this. I don't like it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Get up here, and just for funsies. Okay.
We lost a man.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that they had incapacitated him. They incapped my mans. Max, you survived. As long as I don't throw a grenade and accidentally kill you. They incapped my mans. Good lord. I was not expecting that, but I guess I should have. I'm just sitting here telling Sanzara exactly how dangerous these guys are, and then stick my guy's nose around a corner and they shoot his face off. Like... Hubers, chat. Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Lift, right, lift! We've got experience in these things.
Alright, let's go ahead and I'm gonna move you guys down here. We'll just keep everybody on target. No, could you select the person who's not writhing in pain on the ground, please?
What are your orders?
Alright, in the meantime, we'll grab this other element, start moving them forward. I don't know why, but I feel like this is gonna be a bad one. Alright. Somebody's gotta go first.
Roger.
Okay. So let's take up positions in here. So that we can try to cover this as much as possible. And then, as much as I don't like it, Wasteland, I'm gonna have you be the guy that opens the door. You better be quick on the draw on that Spaz 12. That's all I got to say, because if not, you're gonna have a bad time.
When in doubt, throw more men at it.
Alright, I think we're clear. Are we clear? I think we're clear. See, this is my problem with this map. If you look, the creator has done an excellent job of discouraging you from using explosives to get where you want to go. And the reason I say that is because it's like, okay, look at this air gap, right? There's an air gap here. Otherwise, I could just go through this wall straight into the lab. There's an air gap here, because otherwise I could go through this wall and skip all this. There's an air gap here, so that I can't go through this wall into this office area. Like, he's put all of these strategic air gaps in these frickin' rooms specifically to stop you from circumventing certain parts of the architecture. Like here, the only way to get into the bathroom is this wall. You can't get through this wall into the office, right? Like It's very well designed, and I hate it, but I appreciate it. Like, I appreciate what he has done, but it's very annoying. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hold that angle, and we are going to... I'm gonna do this, and you have an AUG, so we'll go ahead and move you in here. And I want you watching this door the entire time. We'll bring up the grenade launcher, but I need to have you on do not fire until I tell you to. Alright. So shotgun, go first. Crank right behind. And we're going to take up our positions. Now, actually, you know what? You continue to hold what you got. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to send in Wasteland. Go through the window. Go through the window. Go through the window.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Go through the window. Break the window.
We will serve.
Wait here.
Alright, there we go. Let's see. Let's see if they're going to take the bait. They did, in fact, take the bait. As expected. Now let's see if anybody's going to come through that door. In the meantime, I'm going to let them hold what they got, and we're going to start pushing on this area. So let's go ahead and move our people up. I got a feeling this is going to be another bad one.
We're ready to go, sir.
And just for funsies, let's throw out a bait
We've
smoke
got
grenade.
experience in these things.
There we go. That's what I was expecting. We'll let that fill in. Alright, Wasteland, you go ahead and move up, buddy. In the meantime, I'm gonna have Travis come to back you up. I'm actually kind of surprised. I expected there to be more guys in here. But the smoke's gonna dissipate here in a second. Okay, and nobody's there. We'll hold the angle. So we'll just slowly pie this out.
Your orders.
Same deal. Slowly pie it out. Stop to shoot if
I
you
hope
see
this thing was
anybody.
worth it.
That's one. God, I love the Spaz 12. Like, listen,
We're ready to go, sir.
the Spaz 12
Time to earn our
just sounds so sexy in this mod. Like, whoever did the Spaz 12 shotgun sound effects, bravo. Bravo on the Spaz 12. Meanwhile, I hear my people over here cracking skulls, so I'm gonna let them keep doing what they're doing. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me just, I'm gonna do this number here, and we're gonna open that door up real quick. Or not, because the door's not gonna open with a grenade. Good to know. Alright, we're gonna slowly cross this room. There's another one, there's another one. I feel like they're going for record numbers of enemies on these missions. Alright, let's get in here and clear. Everything's clear, we'll move up. Okay, I think we're clear to start moving through the main hallway here. So let's do that. Get everybody moved up, including our grenade launcher, so that we can definitely not go through walls. Give me the door. Door is good. We'll move up. Alright, give me the door again. All good so far. And we'll hold what we got. Alright, cool. Try to keep this here until we get to roughly this spot, and then we'll switch our attention. Nothing? Really? I expected there to be more in here. Give me a frag in this back corner, just in case.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, there were some folks hiding in the corners. There were definitely some folks hiding in the corners, but that's okay. Double check here. I didn't think there's anybody, but it never hurts to double check. Okay, we're good. Go ahead and do our sabotage, whatever we gotta do here.
Time to go.
Outstanding. Okay, let me see. Because I know that there are gonna be enemies in these rooms, let's use this grenade launcher for what it's for.
Take cover!
Come on out, boys. The water is fine.
Smoked one.
Cover!
Tango down.
We're definitely waking him up, that's for sure. Let's do this number. I'm trying not to hit my people.
Cover!
Go ahead and give me a reload. Okay, we'll slowly advance. See if we can get any peeks on these guys. We'll just keep checking as we move. Ah, there we go.
Tango down.
Hiding in the lockers again. I mean, look, I'm just gonna say, dudes hiding in lockers is this operation's version of there's always somebody in the shitter. That's all it is. Very MGS1. I mean, it is a tribute to MGS1, but I don't remember there being many... I don't remember there being many enemies hiding in lockers. There were definitely people that hid in lockers, but I don't remember many enemies hiding in lockers. There's probably gonna be a bunch of dudes over here, so we should probably bring up the whole squad just to be safe, including the grenades. And while they're moving into position, let's see what we can do over here. Because I don't know how many people we've actually gunned down on this side, but I can find out if there's any nearby by chucking a smoke grenade.
We've done this one 100 times.
Okay, there's still people trying to camp us out. So can we do this? We're gonna try to bounce it off the wall.
Watch out!
Where are you hiding, asshole? Where are you hiding? I knew you were there. Or as Judge Dredd would say, I knew you'd say that. Alright, there we go. Let us pie this doorway. Don't see anybody there. But I'll continue to keep an eye in this direction just in case. Let's go ahead and get our boys over here. I want you looking in this direction when you round the corner. And then we'll see about bringing the rest of this element down. I mean, technically, we don't have to kill everyone. But I also know that if I don't, one of them's gonna sneak up behind me and make me regret not doing that. Alright, everything looks good so far. So what we're gonna do is move our people up. And then I'm basically just gonna put a hole in this wall and let nature take its course, so to speak. So let's get all of our people up here. And I'm gonna bring up grenade launcher. I want you to crouch, and I want you to crouch.
Where do you want us, sir?
I want you to smoke right here.
Use the frags!
And then I want you to put a grenade right here. Okay. Now you guys go ahead and stand up so that your weapons are at the ready. And now we just wait to see what happens. As a matter of fact, you can go ahead and swap over to the revolver. I'm gonna take you off of that. There we go. Now we wait to see what happens. I want to see what's inside. Oh no, of course, C-Max. Of course. You know me. If there's ever an option to kill everybody, I'm gonna attempt to take the option. Always. Alright, let's see. Give me a smoke.
Right frag.
I don't hear an audio cue. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not somebody here. It just means they might be well trained. Anyone who audio cues is a VC. Anybody who doesn't audio cue is a well-disciplined VC.
No orders, boss. Tango down.
Okay, looks like we're clear. We'll do that, and we'll do that.
Roger.
You mean it's still the cult of bad tactical decisions? Always. If it ever stops being that, I want you guys to... I want you guys to kill me. Because at that point, there's no point in my... Like, by then, there's no point in me being alive anymore.
It is my duty
If this
to
ever
serve.
stops being the cult of bad
We're ready
tactical
to go,
decisions,
sir.
then I have failed
Let's
as
go.
a human being.
Copy that. Changing mag. Changing mag.
Time to earn our keep.
All right. We still got our mans down over here, and I don't like that. But that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get everybody out of here. I'm gonna zoom out here. I'm gonna zoom out here for some macro management. Could evolve to the cult of bad strategic decisions. I mean, if we played a strategy game, for sure. I promise my strategic acumen is no better than my tactical acumen. In fact, I'd argue my strategic acumen is probably worse. I'm not what you call a big picture thinker. I'm more of a, I'm confused by current events and frightened by the thought of the future kind of gamer. Alright, we'll let them start making their way up here. In the meantime, we're going to start working on doing our clear here. So let me get around the back just because I don't trust this map maker for a second not to do some goofball bullshit like that. And we are going to kick every door. Make no mistake. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll get Vergen up here. Oh wait, we're not close enough to the door yet. Alright, now we are.
Where do you want us, sir?
So we at the door. What do we got? Nothing. Alright, give me a smoke grenade right here. Alright, and in the meantime, we'll go ahead and move our people up as needed. I'm gonna need a couple of guns in this hallway because I'm sure there's gonna be some dudes trying to push in from there. Oh, well, yep. As if to highlight my point, here they come. And then let's just go ahead and I'm gonna hold this angle
I hope
here.
this thing was worth it.
Now, we check the bathroom. Bathroom looks clear, so let's get in there, double check this, double check that, kick the doors, and then return to position just to make sure. And chat, I'm giving you a heads up now. As of this moment, it is raining hard AF outside, and I can hear the thunder, so if you hear thunder, that's what's going on, but also I might lose power, so just FYI. If I suddenly disappear, it's probably because the power went out.
Like lightning.
No orders, boss?
Shut up. Alright, I kinda want to clear these offices just because I don't trust them. So what I'm gonna do... We're gonna do this the American way. With explosives. As a matter of fact, I want you running.
Copy.
I want me running. And let's go ahead and get the rest of our element up here. And get Travis up here as well. And then we'll grab our last person. Who is this? This is Nowheraki that we're grabbing. Bad weather in the US? Yeah, I live in Texas, and right now Texas is getting some pretty bad weather. I mean, a lot of the South is getting some pretty bad weather right now, but Texas specifically. Yeah, definitely better than the Texas heat. I will take the rain over the heat, for sure. Alright, let's do this. And here's what we're gonna do. I want grenade here. Okay, nothing?
What are your orders?
Then let's do this. And just for funsies, we're gonna take a shot right here as well. And I don't see anybody. I don't hear anybody. I think we're good. Guadalupe north of Canyon Lake is at like 30 feet according to my mom and sister. Where is that? Is that Canyon Lake? Is that Austin area? I don't know. I get around, but I haven't been to Austin in a while. Is it Austin? I feel like it's Austin. Anyway, Chad, we gotta get into the office. 30 feet above where it should be? Flooding by 30 feet? I mean, that's a good question. I'll put it like this. Most of the bodies of water in Texas, especially like the tributaries off the Rio Grande, are all fucking dried up because all the states north of us that the Rio Grande passes through before it gets to us are like, no, we need the water more than you. And it's like, yeah, but we literally don't have water. No, you're close, Megas, but you got it wrong. Texas is bigger than some countries. In fact, Texas is bigger than a lot of countries, statistically speaking. Canyon Lake is north of San Antonio. Oh, Kerrville. Got it. Got it. Yeah, Texas is better than... well, better, obviously, but bigger than a lot of countries. Like, when you look at the size of countries in the world, Texas is actually bigger than a lot of them.
Reporting for duty, sir.
All right. We gotta make entry, but we gotta be careful because there's still plenty of boys.
Sir, yes, sir.
Remember, there was like 50 dudes on the last one. And they're probably gonna try to throw the same number at us this time. Or more. It's called escalation, chat. Oh, I seen you. I seen you with your RPG, motherfucker. Thought I didn't see that shit.
Holding it will be hard.
This motherfucker out here trying to get us with an RPG. Alright, you go high, and we'll go low. Outstanding. I think we're good. I think we're good. We just had a couple of guys. One of them had an RPG, but he didn't send it off. We're all good. We're all good. Alright, so we got the cave system, and then, good lord. Chat, this mission is so long. We've been in this for 15 minutes, and that's just the real time. That's not even counting how long I've sat here paused. RPGs indoors is scary. It is. Very, as a matter of fact. Alright, so let's do this. I'm gonna send up the OGs. Can we... There we go. I'm gonna send up a couple of folks with rifles. There we go. All the other states have been trying to get Texas to get on the national grid for years. Don't even get me started on the fucking... Look, I hate ERCOT, alright? I don't have any good things to say about the Texas electrical system. Where the fuck did that come from? Did you guys hear that? Did you hear the gunshots? 'Cause I heard gunshots. I was making sure I'm not hearing shit. Like, none of my people took a shot. I don't know what that was. Okay, in the meantime, while they're all moving up, I gotta grab everybody else, because good lord, we got a lot of fucking people to move. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna take a smaller team on the next one, because, like, it's slowing down everything with me having to move all these people. Like, I wanted everybody to get a chance to participate in the operation. So now that everybody has had a chance to participate, I'm definitely taking a smaller team on the next one, because this is taking us forever to try to move stuff. Because I gotta move like 14 people. It's crazy. Oh, shit. Okay. There are enemies.
No tangos.
No, I heard tangos. There's definitely tangos. There are definitely tangos in the vicinity. Amazed that Texas is not connected to the rest of the US when different country and the EU are all interconnected. I mean, I don't do politics and religion in this channel, but without trying to get political about it, Texas is a state in a nation that is made up of states. And the states in the United States have always had a fierce sense of independent identity. And I don't mean to say that Europe doesn't have that with, you know, all the different nations that make up the EU, because obviously we're talking about completely distinct countries and cultures throughout Europe that have all come together to create the European Union. But whereas in Europe, there's been, over the last 100 to 200 years, there's been moves to try to consolidate and to try to to unify, to come together, especially in light of like the United States and its power and economy. There's been this kind of move for Europe to become a homogenous whole, whereas the United States has largely been the opposite, where we're a very independent type of people. We're a very, like, I want me and mine. I want my stuff. I want to just, like, I want to be in my own little world, and I don't give a damn about anything else. And Texas is kind of the poster child for that mentality, because out of all the states in the United States, Texas is one of the only ones that has been its own independent nation already, if only very briefly. And when you hear people talking about, like, Texas seceding from the United States, it's in that context of Texas was, for a very short period of time, an independent nation unto itself. And we know, like, we Texans know historically that we can handle ourselves, we can take care of ourselves. And so there's this very fiercely independent mentality in Texas of like, yeah, we'll accept the federal government's help, but we don't want them telling us what to do. We don't want them in here, you know, running our power grid and all this and that. And so it's dumb, but at the same time, I understand where it comes from, because I was born and raised in Texas, so I understand where that mentality comes from. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I mean, I personally am fiercely independent as well. But at the same time, like, I understand the value in collaboration. I understand the value in working together with diverse groups, which is something, especially in modern America, is a viewpoint that is slowly becoming less and less popular. So there's a lot more individualism today than there was 50 years ago, even 100 years ago. And it feeds into this idea that, like, states should be, essentially, there are a lot of people, and again, not to get too political, but there are a lot of people that think the United States should be what it says on the tin, that it should be an alliance rather than a nation. That rather than being a union, the United States should be 50 independent nations that simply come together for mutual benefit in much the same way as the EU, which is kind of funny when you think about the fact that the United States kind of built itself to be the antithesis of Europe and a European state, and has kind of like maintained this we need to be one nation, one people until just recently, whereas Europe has kind of gone in the other direction, where Europe for a very long time was a bunch of small independent nations doing their own thing, and only within the last, 50 to 100 years have kind of embraced this idea of coming together as a whole for mutual protection and benefit. So, where the United States was one people, one nation, and are slowly devolving into a bunch of smaller sub-nations, Europe did the opposite and was a bunch of smaller nations that are now coming together as a conglomerate. It's very, again, all very interesting, and there's much, much deeper topics to discuss within that framework. But yeah, it's fascinating to me. I try to avoid politics and religion here on the channel. As it says in the rules at the bottom of the page, much has been said about both and little is of consequence. But if you're curious, you can definitely join us on the Discord for the community, and we can have discussions like that. We do have a board specifically called the Scum Room for discussions of political, religious, and other controversial natures, if you want to have constructive discussions about that. Anyway, I gotta go off the soapbox, chat. Jesus, how long have I been sitting here just rambling about US politics? This is what you do to me. This is what you do to me, chat. Alright, let's continue. Thankfully there are no wolves here, but If you know, you know. Alright. So far, so good. I'm just gonna continue to do what I'm doing here. We gotta be careful. Because I know there's more guys in here. I heard them. I just don't know where they are. Alright, let's see. Can we round the corner? Okay, there's one. There's one. There's another one.
Tango down.
Happy to have derailed you for a bit. I mean, Sanzara, as long as you guys are enjoying the conversation, that's all I'm worried about. I know that there are people here that would be perfectly happy to just sit here and listen to me ramble about random topics for hours at a time. I have had people try to get me to go on tangent streams and just ramble about random things for an entire 6 to 8 hour stream. But I also know that's a very niche belief. The folks that want that out of the stream are in the minority, so I try to rein myself in so that I don't spend too much time just blabbering about random stuff. Cause I can definitely get on a soapbox. Given the right topic, I can absolutely get on a soapbox.